This is now. There is only one now. In fact, now is all that really exists. These can be inspiring, strange, spiritual, fascinating words, entertaining even. They also point directly at freedom, at real freedom, not political freedom or psychological freedom. Please join me here. What I will be speaking is what I am experiencing. Or more accurately, it will be the experience of this moment. These eyes are open. And looking around in my little backyard office. There are objects. I could name them: computer screen, chair, cup, drum, microphone. Or the eyes could move to be what we call seeing outside. Clouds, blue sky, tree, crows passing. Or there could be awareness of seeing, a completely different experience, seeing. And then in a completely different realm, the realm of mind, there are thoughts. I could call them wandering minds, but thoughts is more accurate. The thoughts come as what could be described as a trance state. There no longer is awareness of seeing in the midst of a story. In this moment, there's another predominant experience, which is a pain in the left shoulder. It's a pain with a story. A fall last summer in the woods, and now, in a couple of hours, a journey to the physical therapist. Stories. What really exists now is simply sensations of an unpleasant nature in a very specific spot in the universe. And now there is awareness of the sensations of breathing in and breathing out. And 50 years of practicing using in-breathing and out-breathing as a practice, as a guide, suggests why not? Why not abide? Why not rest? Why not concentrate even on the sensations of in-breathing and out-breathing, which provide a remarkable rest, a home base, a direction. Each breath appears out of nowhere. There is an experience of sensations and the expanding of the chest and abdomen. And they come to a point of fullness or expansion. And then there's the decline, a kind of relaxation into ease. There's a nice technical for this, which is that the breath is the primary object of observation, the home base. A sound comes to the ears, or more accurately, hearing occurs. The mind uses history to identify and perceive this, and it's a crow. And then there's a whole story about, oh no, I forgot to feed the birds before I sat here. And then a decision is made that they can wait a little while. And it's possible now to just hear the sounds mysteriously coming out of nowhere. There's nothing I need to do about it. And this breath now simply emerges into the present moment. You may well or probably notice that the mind really does have a mind of its own and wanders off. But it doesn't wander forever, does it? There's a miraculous capacity of waking up, of becoming aware of what's happening. This was the Buddha's great discovery 2,600 years ago. And I like to say that the Buddha was an ordinary human being just like you and me. He was really a scientist, exploring the question of, why am I suffering? Why is there so much suffering in the world? Come home. Notice the in-breathing and out-breathing. Just now, another sound has emerged. It's a familiar sound. It comes along with an image of being with a lot of other people inside a silver tube. It's already fading away. Hearing. But the image can persist in the mind. And I have a practice I like to do, which is to imagine all those people coming from somewhere, going to somewhere. For some of them, it's a happy journey. For others, it may be very sad. Someone on the way to a vacation or to meet the new baby. Someone else going home for a funeral. A business person anxious about the meeting at the other end, or someone utterly impatient to meet their new lover. May they be happy. May they all have great peace of heart and mind. And this exists only in mind, right? Because what's here? There are feet and legs and pressure. There's the feeling of clothing against the body. And there is this repeated pattern since the moment you took your first breath. Breathing in and breathing out. Sometimes the mind will be very quiet. It's a delicious experience. Sometimes it will be very restless, which can be pleasant or unpleasant or neutral. Be here and be awake and share in the absolute mystery of life. Please let us abandon again and again any effort to silence the mind. Instead, let us adopt an attitude of accepting what is in this present moment completely, utterly. In the words of the great Thai forest master of the last century, or one of them, Ajahn Chah, whenever you want to bring your practice into perfect balance, simply remember this moment is like this. It's just as it is right now. And somehow, mysteriously, we wake up right in this moment now. However it is, whatever emotions are present. And now, perhaps there are responsibilities in life that call. Why not bask another few minutes in being here? Being here without distractions, where it's a little easier or a lot easier. And perhaps think of some activity that you know or you think you know you're going to do today. And imagine doing it with a little more kindness, a little more awareness. Perhaps you're going to drive the car and you could make the intention to pause once you get settled behind the wheel to notice where you are, to notice what your mood is, and to determine that you will practice seeing, driving, knowing what you're doing. But before we go there, why not open the heart to yourself? Why not intone the ancient sacred mantra, I love you, with your name at the end. I love you. And this isn't I love you in your best, most purified, saintly ways. It isn't the you that someday you plan on being. It's the you of today, quite unfinished. The you who is remarkably imperfect. Sometimes the you who sometimes disappoints you or other people. I love you with your name at the end. And so now, I will close with this beautiful incantation from Atum O'Kane. Deeply rooted in this living present moment. Deeply rooted in this living present moment. Perceiving with a clear, open, spacious awareness. Perceiving with a clear, open, spacious awareness. Beyond fear and doubt. Beyond fear and beyond doubt. Which, of course, is true whenever we are in the present moment. Abiding in luminous equanimity. Luminous equanimity. The path opens before me. Please now notice the mysterious aliveness of your body. Notice the aliveness in your chest and throat. Notice the aliveness in your cheeks and eyes. And begin to make the effort, the intention to let your eyes open, and then make that effort to lift the eyelids and be aware of seeing. May all beings everywhere share in the merits of our practice. May our loved ones and friends, may the poorest of the poor and the richest of the rich, the powerful and the powerless, may all beings everywhere, may we all remember our true great nature.